Hey everyone, it's Joy here, and I am happy to share with you how I mass produced 4 cards for him. Now we're going to start with using Through the Woods stamp set, and there is a coordinating die that goes along with this. Then the Mix and Match for Him sentiment stamp, the Friendly Filigree frame, the modern sentiment labels, and then I used wood grain cardstock. It's on craft. Along with that, I used avocado, blue corn, sea salt, foam sticky strips. The inks are Oreo, avocado, sweet basil, olive, blue corn, blueberry, gumball, poppy seed, Earl Grey, and sea salt. And I also used sugar cube cardstock. So on my sugar cube cardstock in my MISTI, I want to stamp all of these tree images. This is from Through the Woods. All of these images are fantastic. There's different heights of trees, different widths of trees. They all look different, which is really fantastic. And as soon as I saw the stamp set, I'm like, this is absolutely perfect for masculine guy cards. Like, I am so excited about this. I picked 3 color combinations that I wanted to use. The first one here is the avocado, sweet basil, and olive. So I'm just going to ink up a couple of each. And I ended up not using all of the trees for my cards, but you definitely could. So this is an easy way to mass produce. And I did 3 color combinations, and one of the cards I just combined some of the leftover trees together to get another card. So it's super easy to mass produce. I'm keeping the stamps all in the same position because we're going to be die cutting these with the coordinating dies when it's done. I'm just cleaning in between each stamping with a little bit of water and like a microfiber cloth. You could also use a baby wipe. Okay, this color combination is blue corn, blueberry, and gumball. And I'm going to press that down good in my MISTI. And look at those beautiful trees. I love the green. I mean, I love all of these color combinations. And I love greens and blues. And I just feel like that blue is super, super fun. Okay, let's get our last color combination in here. This is the poppy seed, Earl Grey, and sea salt. Again, inking up. I've just got the little mini cubes. Makes this super easy with the mini ink cubes. But if you had the large ink pads, you could still make this work just easy. You're just going to ink up the ones that are next to each other and you know, maybe mask off the other ones when you're bringing in the new ink. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to use the coordinating dies. I will die cut out all of my trees. And as you can see, the dies fit nicely here. I'm going to tape them in place with some low-tack tape, and then I can run this through my die cut machine and then again repeat on my other 2 card panels with the other color combinations. I also want to kind of mass produce my sentiments on the sugar cube cardstock. This is from the Mix and Match for Him. I am just going to ink up like a few sentiments here, the larger sentiments, and I have them spread far apart so I can use the Friendly Filigree frame die and the Modern Sentiments labels. I wasn't sure what dies I wanted to use on what, so I stamped first. You could always die cut first and then stamp your sentiments on them. So as you can see, I'm putting these guys in place, kind of see what fits, what I like, and then I can run it through my die cut machine. I had to run it through a couple times. So the sentiment label on top from the modern sentiment labels is a little big for the brother. So I'm going to slide this over, run it through, and then when I take it out, I'm going to take the other end, slide it down, and have the excess hanging off the top, making sure I tape this in place well, and run it through the die cut machine again. And now you have your sentiment label fitting that sentiment. So let's finish with this last one here. And now I'm going to from that same Mix and Match for Him, I've got the smaller sentiments, and I'm going to ink those up again. All of these are inked up with Oreo ink, and I'm going to do the same thing with this sentiment label. It's longer, so I'm sliding it over, and then I'm going to slide it down with the excess hanging off the top. I'm going to make sure I really tape this in place and everything's lined up on the back, and then run that through my die cut machine. I'm going to do that for all of those other sentiments, and look at how that turned out. Okay, I like to do my layout ahead of time so I can really think about it and think what I want to do. So I have my first 3 cards here laid out. I'm adhering some of them directly to the background. Other ones I'm using foam sticky strips to give dimension. Now this is that wood grain craft cardstock. It is so pretty. I think you could absolutely use this on a feminine card as well, but obviously it's fantastic for a guy card. So I'm going to place some of these. That was a happy birthday son. I've got actually 2 sons that have birthdays coming up. They're just a few days apart in the month of June, so I need to make another one of those, and this is perfect for them. Of course, Father's Day is coming up, so these are perfect. And this one has a lot of trees, so only a few of them are going to have some dimension hanging off the front. So only 2 actually will have dimension. The rest are just layered on top of each other. I did cut a strip of blue corn cardstock for this one. For the green one, I die cut a strip of avocado. I just thought bringing that extra matching color in would be fun. The first one did not have a card strip. 2 of these are going to have dimension. I love dimension on my cards, but if you guys don't want to do that, just layer them and it still gives you the look of dimension. I wanted to make sure that my Happy Father's Day sentiment could fit between those 2 trees, so I slid that little one over. Look at how cute that is. See how easy these are to mass produce? Okay, let's do our 4th card here. This is where I'm combining the blue and the green trees together. I do even have more leftover trees, but this is where I decided to stop on this project, but I could make at least 1 more card, probably 2. And if you kept it in the same color combination and not even changing out your inks, it would go even faster. So let's put those together. Now let's take a look at these. Look at how handsome these cards are. We're going to call them handsome because they are so fun. But these trees are fabulous. The sentiments are wonderful. I think this one's my favorite, all that blue on there. And then finally, our last one. These turned out great. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. You can find all of these products at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com.